You know what, man? What these college kids have to understand is the money that you get in NIL right now is just a holdover. With the Nico situation, him asking for him making 2.4 million. I think that was already good enough. And you got to understand this. These young kids got to understand this. This is not like the women's college basketball where you got to try to get as much as you can get because the roster spots are limited in the WNBA. It's a totally different thing than college football. With college football, you have the opportunity to make the pros. Like Nico, I feel like regardless, Nico gonna make the pros in some shape, form, or fashion. Even if he's a backup. You talking about career backups being able to make. You got career backups that they made probably $50 to $100 million in the NFL over their career. The top tier backups. So, I look at it like Nico gonna have a long NFL career if he just stay on the right track. Just him asking for more than 2.4 million, right now anyway, just doesn't make sense, and he potentially hurt himself, in the future. He just gotta look to trying to get on to another team, and just take that money because, like I said again, that 2.4 million can buy your mom and your father a house, and your sisters and brothers probably a car so they can drive back and forth to school, at some point. But you have to really, like I said, you have to understand that that's just a holdover. That's just holdover money. That's not going to be your career money. You setting yourself up to be in the pros. The pros have 32 NFL teams and like 55 roster spots. Like your chances of making it is very high. You know what I mean? Even borderline. I'm talking about players that had probably 1 year of good football make it to the pros and could be eventually starters at some point. So it's just a mismanagement, right there for Nico. And I just think like, bro, you don't have to be. You just don't have to be going at it like that when it's not women's college basketball. Like women's college basketball, they got to try to get as much as they can get because the rosters are limited and you don't really want to have to go overseas unless that's the last option. So, yeah, man, Nico, he got to